I am a tired mom and I don't want to do this. It is 2 o'clock in the afternoon and I have no energy for this, but it has to get done. Last time we videoed in this room, we didn't have the wall that's in front of me completed. We still needed to skim coat that. Since then, we have been able to skim coat the wall. There are a few areas that we have to give a second coat. And then we also had a wall that we knocked down, which let me show you guys. So we had this wall right over here that we knocked down. Backstory to this wall, there was like some black spots on this side. Once we noticed it once we removed the wallpaper and the wood paneling that was in the bottom. So we just knocked down the wall just to make sure that there was no mold back there. We changed the installation and we put up the drywall. Good thing we did do that. 1, there was no mold, but 2, if you notice this little crack right there, we had a draft come in, and whenever it rained or snowed, we used to get the air and the water through those holes. So we used gap filler, we filled up those holes, and we're gonna try to cover that up with either some silicone or some joint compound. So, my face is red. Guys, I'm mad sensitive, and when the weather changes, my face just does what it wants to do. So yeah, we're gonna fix up these spots. We don't have that much joint compound, so we might have to go to Lowe's to pick some more up so we can at least get this skim coated. There are a few areas which I have to go over with tape, and there's a few more holes that I have to cover, but we're gonna try to have this all covered, skim coated, hopefully by tomorrow. This way we can start sanding. We picked up the primer and the paint yesterday at Home Depot, so that is our plans.
This is one of the blues that we thought about. It's called Inked, and it's by Bear Dynasty. And then the one that we decided on is called Compass Blue.
Oh, look at that blue.
It's a much more darker blue. I don't know, I have to see how they look on the wall. I might have to paint it again because I feel like this one is very dark and it's cool, but I feel like that one will look cool with like the white spackles of like the stars.
Okay, so there's not much we can do today. We don't have enough joint compound, so we are going to have to go to Lowe's to pick some up so we can come in here later tonight. But yeah, I don't know if I showed you guys the other wall. So this is what we got completed so far. So here's where we need to do the second coat. Yeah, so like I was saying earlier, hopefully we can actually get the first coat of paint on this wall by the end of this week, meaning the end of Sunday, because we go back to work on Monday, and we wasted a day yesterday because we had an improv trip to IKEA. You really want the space?
I know it's Lenny, you want space or you want superhero room?
So we were originally gonna do Lennox's room space themed, right?
And then he changed his mind on us.
Lennox, this way.
He changed his mind on us and he was like, I don't want space theme, I want superheroes. And we were like, you know what, we're gonna do what he likes. But now that we're in IKEA, he's like, now I want space theme, and I really want space theme because I've always liked the space theme. I even was buying him things for his room that was space themed. So
now we might just
change it back, because honestly that was the original plan and we bought a lot of stuff to accommodate that style. But it was also good that we went to IKEA because although it wasn't planned, we did find some stuff for his room that's really cool. So this is one of the lights that we found. Isn't that so cool how it changes colors? They're gonna change? No.
You gotta press the button twice.
Oh no, that's it. See? It's changing colors. Look how cool this is. Look at that.
That is the rug right over there. Isn't it cute?
For 40 bucks, I think it's low.
I'm excited. I know he's excited. We put the rug down. We opened the rug on the floor yesterday just to see how it would look or if it would fit the way that we wanted it to fit. And Lennox was in here, and now every time he gets up from his nap or he gets up in the morning. Well, every time, it's only been one day, but this morning when he got up, he wanted to run into his room so he can play with his lamp and his rug. I think where we were trying to get at was that yesterday, although we didn't get into Lennox's room like we planned on, it wasn't a waste because we did buy some decorations for his room. Hey everyone, happy Sunday. It is the last day of our vacation, and I would be lying to you if I said we got as far as we wanted to with Lennox's room. But I tried to keep in mind what Megan told me yesterday, which is we got done as much as we could with the toddler. Yesterday, we actually started sanding down the walls, or should I say I started sanding down the walls because Megan has like this phobia with sandpaper and the sound of sandpaper. So I'm gonna go in, sand the opposite wall. Megan's gonna go and drain Lennox's nap time, and she's gonna prime the wall. That's probably as far as we're gonna get during this vacation time. Not as far as we would have liked, but it's progress. So Lennox's room will be sanded and primed by the end of the day. So all that's left for us to do is to paint his walls, and then we need to remove his closet doors. We're probably gonna just put curtains there for now. We have to sand, prime, and paint his borders as well as his door, and change his hinges and his doorknob. And I do want to change his light fixture, but that might come later down in the line. And of course, furnish and decorate. We are at the home stretch. We have Megan priming the wall back there. So we're using this. The girl at Home Depot told us that this would be the best primer, so it is what it is. This is what we were able to complete this weekend. We were able to finish skim coating the walls, sanding, priming, and that's about it. Let me show you. So Megan just finished priming the walls. Not too sure why the spots are still showing there, but we think it's because it's a drywall primer, not necessarily like a color primer or a stain primer. We're just letting this dry. I didn't wipe down the brick wall as I planned on doing. I wind up taking the nails off of these borders here. These are the borders that originally came with the room, and we're just going to sand them, fill in the holes, prime, and paint so we can put them back up. We didn't get as far as we wanted to get, but it is definitely an improvement from where we were when we started the beginning of this week. We'll probably hop in here this upcoming weekend to paint, knowing Megan, she's gonna be excited, so she'll probably paint one day after work. So that is that. That's a wrap. See you next weekend.